So the truck's a little sluggish, and this is what I've got. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's super clogged up. So we're gonna clean that up. This is the piece that came off. Hesitation at idle a little bit when you step on the gas.
So I had a slight hesitation at idle, right? When you step on the gas pedal, there's just a slight hesitation. Not very noticeable once in gear. I'm sure it was there, but just sitting parked and rev it up. It's kind of like in my old Dodge when the vacuum lines were disconnected from beneath the air filter. So I cleaned that sucker up. I watched a video on it. One of the things it says in here, and I was going through this, it says DD engines with poor acceleration and throttle response. You may experience poor acceleration and throttle response on Detroit diesel engines. Sometimes it'll pull a code in SPM 2659 FM1 flow target error diagnostic low flow. It might be logged, but at times no codes will be logged at all. I wasn't getting any codes, but I knew there was an issue because, you know, it's when you're so in tune with your engine, like, you know, the Detroit Whisperer, then you can just feel these things, right? Anyway, so it says it may be caused by plugged ports in the EGR Venturi pipe, which slows down the response of the sensor, but sometimes produces no codes because the unit is in smoke control, often for several seconds at a time. It'll cause no throttle response or poor acceleration. I don't know if I had poor acceleration because I had a Schneider truck before I had this truck, and this truck had better acceleration than my Schneider truck. So, I don't know, man. I really don't. And this is only, like, what, the third truck I've ever driven? Right? Fourth truck, I guess, because the first one was a 15. Oh, the memories. But no, I didn't drive that but for 6 months, and then I got in the 19 that the company gave me for 6 months, and then I got my 20 for a year, and now I'm back in 16. So, and the first three trucks were all nerfed. That being said, what do I know? I ain't been in this business long enough to know what kind of pull I'm supposed to have, but I'm going to put that video next, show y'all what it looked like, and the pictures of the dirty one, and then when I cleaned it up a little bit. Now, I watched some guy, he used a pipe cleaner. I used Q-tips because I didn't have pipe cleaners. Use what's on hand, right? So I'm going to buy a new one if I can find a new one. I've been looking for the part number everywhere and I can't find it. So if anybody has any Detroit sources other than the factory dealership, let me know in the comments below, please. That would be really helpful. If not, I'm going to a Detroit guy in McDonough within the next week or two anyway, and I'm probably going to get my overhead done because it just turned over 600, and I don't think that he had it done. No overhead on here. I'm looking, and there's 92 records. I'm sorry, 90 records, 5 of them which are mine, and there's nothing on here. Cha-ching, convoy. I'm not in California, leave me alone. So, doser injector. No overhead, so I'm going to get that. I guess get valve adjusted and stuff like that. 81,000 miles ago. Shocks, slack adjusters, kingpins. Yeah. And another attempt at a 3-axle alignment. He was chasing this. He kept chasing that with that alignment like crazy. I just don't see how you would not try and find, I don't know who he spoke with, so I really can't say, but if I'm not getting it done at a TA as far as an alignment or something else goes, I'm not going to keep going to the same company, regardless of what location they're in. That's like going to Supercuts for a haircut and thinking they're going to do a good job every time because they get the rookies, right? So, no offense to any of y'all getting haircuts at Supercuts, but beware. It's like when I went to Pet Boys. Oh, story time. We had in the 80s, I had a pickup truck. Or, wow, my mother got a pickup truck. She got an S10 pickup truck. And that thing had a issue in the clutch or something. It was in the clutch. And I took it in the shop. I took it into Pet Boys because they did warranty work or something like that to get it fixed. And it was making a noise when it went in, and it was making a noise when it came out. I was hot. I learned a lot from my mother. I went back there and I had them fix it. It was funny. That's like when we bought the truck. There was no spare jack in it. There's just a spare tire, right? We got a flat tire, and I couldn't change the tire because there wasn't no spare. So I went back to the dealership personally. I was like, hey, my mother just bought this truck like a couple of months ago. I think it was a couple of months ago. She ran over something or something. I don't remember what, but I was like, we just got this truck, and there's no jack in this truck. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll fix it. And they stole a jack out of another brand new truck. Seriously. I mean, come on. That's probably why the one we got didn't have here we go again with this flying around the parking lot in low gear crap. Anyway, so I'm sitting here waiting to deliver to Big Old Blue. And since they've gotten stricter on their times, I'm going to show up like 45 minutes early. Actually, I'll show the video beforehand. That way, what I'm about to say, y'all ain't got to worry about it. So this week so far, I don't know if I'm going to do anything tomorrow or not. My delivery isn't until 8 p.m., which kind of throws me off way off kilter, because I don't do deliveries that late for tomorrow. So I might grab something if I can find something. I was going to look for something this evening. I'm not doing that. I'm so not used to working this late and then having to find a load in the morning. I was going to find one today for tomorrow, but you know what? I don't care. If I find something, I find something. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is, right? I'm sitting on 46 and a half for the week on like, I don't know, 1,100 miles. I added it up. Now, if you count 1,290 miles, if you count the stop I'm going to make at the Petro when I leave Big Blue, because it's 16 more miles, because, you know, that's the only place that's probably going to have any parking available. It all depends. Now, because I'm thinking I might do a reset tomorrow, because I'm at 20 hours. I don't like being that low. Not that it matters, because I've been doing these short runs, but I'm thinking I might stop for a day. I don't know. I need a break. I feel like I need a break, so I might take a break. You know, and you get that feeling sometimes where you just got to stop running for a minute, right? And 2 weeks for me without a reset and just riding every day is long for me. So I might take a break. But yeah, I'm at 46.50, and that'll be 12.90 if I stop there for the week. But then again, I'll have a Sunday run, so I'm not going to be completely finished for the week. But right now I'm sitting at, what, 360 a mile, or minus 72 is 288 a mile. So I'm sitting at 288 a mile for all miles, minus my expenses. I did almost, I think it was 500 in fuel. I'll have all that later on. So, and right now where I'm sitting at, it's, I don't know. It's not bad, right? 1430, 4650, 1430. my last run was really good. This run right here is a good run. It takes, and I got 2 days worth of pay. I got 1,600 out of it, so I got 800 a day out of it for 180 miles. Yeah, it was another crazy run. 3220 after fuel and company and 3 and the trailer. So whatever I make after that on Sunday is going to be even more. So, and there's no more expenses taken out except for I'm going to have to get fuel one more time. But I might not do that until, well, it's going to be on this week. So I don't know. And I didn't do 500 in fuel. There was something in there that there was a rollover of an expense in my fuel account. I think it was some card dues or something like that, or they finally caught up with the lumper fees because they never charged me my lumper fees. They need to get their act together. I'm waiting on that because I mean it's like I gotta pay it, so charge me, dude. Anyway, that's where I'm sitting at for right now. Went all the way up to Saginaw, and I grabbed this load from around the corner from Saginaw, coming down here to Gas City. And like I said, that was, I drove this morning. I parked yesterday. I made a video and I said, screw it, I'm not going to run that video. So yesterday when I got there, right, this is the whole problem with running, like, where you split it in half. It screws me up. As far as the day goes, I had dropped the load in the morning yesterday, and I waited and waited. I couldn't find what I was looking for. There was a load going to Wintersville that had gone all the way up to $1,800 for, it was only at $6 a mile or $5.50 a mile. This one was at $8.50 a mile. And I wasn't doing it for the mile thing. I was just looking at it because, I was like, well, I can do 18 in one day. I can do that run in one day because that's a one-day run. And there was loads coming out of that area. There's loads coming out of every freaking area you go to. Just some of them aren't paying as well as others because, when I was in Alabama, I wasn't seeing as high of a rate coming out of there. Not that was big of a deal. I could still make well more than my daily rate when I came out of there. But that load disappeared. The $1,800 load. I called on it, and then they said the pickup was like 6 p.m. No. That one was 4 p.m. and the delivery was 3 or 4 p.m. And I'm like, I didn't want to run that late. Because I was ready then. It was 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I was ready then. I was like, I want to go now. I want to go now. I want to go now. I got to start weighing my options, right? Because now that this flexibility is in the hours of service just a little bit, I think I can go with it a little bit more. Once I spoke with Jeff, and he told me that area that I was picking up in, there's only one company really that ships out of there. So he said it's probably these guys if it's that weight. So I looked at the reviews and they load pretty quick. So I was like, well, you know what? I could probably do it. So I called them back and that load was gone. All right, no, I looked it up and that load was gone. No, that wasn't it. I was an hour and a half away, right? That's what it was. I was an hour and a half away and I couldn't get there on time. And I told the dude, I was like, well, I'll tell you what, I'll do it for 2, but I'm not going to be able to get there on time, man. Because, if I'm going to get there late, I'm going to have some kind of compensation just in case they make me sit and wait. So he's like, all right, well, we'll call you back. Let me run up by my guys and we'll call you back. And he didn't call me back. So, and then eventually it disappeared. And then this one had jacked up. It started at 12. It went up to 14. So I'm like, you know what? They're getting desperate on this one too. So they were doing that 3 o'clock shuffle. So I called him up. I was like, hey, dude, I'll do that load, but I'll do it for 18. He's like, man. He's like, you know what? Let me call you back. Let me get with my guys. I'm like, all right, fine. And they had already jacked it up 200, so I wasn't sweating it too much. I mean, it was already flipping a little over $7 a mile. So he came back and called me up and said, hey man, I can't, they said the best they could do is 16 and we're losing money on that. We're going to have to get with the customer and see if we can get some more money out of them. It's not my problem. My problem is, are you going to meet my number? He's like, the best I can do is 16. I'm like, okay, I'll do 16. It ain't the 1,000 a day I've been looking for. And I'm still not, I'm still just shooting for 800 a day. I'll get 1,000 a day occasionally and 800 a day. As long as I get my 56 at the end of the week, I don't care, right? or close to it. I mean, four on the 5-day weeks and 56 on the 7-day weeks, right? So, for now, still working on saving that money so we can pay up what we need to pay up when things go our way, if they go our way. Still waiting on that. It's been 3 weeks now. People can't get on the ball. Anyway, so 1,600 and I took it $8.50 or 45 cents a mile, something like that. I don't know what it was. So it wasn't the 22 from last week. That would have been nice again. Then I really wouldn't be worried about tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at, since I'm where I'm at least $9.50 to finish the week off. I'm actually trying to get more, but if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I don't have any reason to be picky right now. And anyway, so I started this truck up after I did the repair, and she's idling better. I mean, I stepped on the gas pedal for a brief second there. It was there, but I think there was just a little bit loose dirt in there, because that's an EGR system, right? If you've ever gone into, like, thank God these things don't run off a daggum gas with ethanol, because if you've ever worked on your car and sprayed off, like, say, the throttle body assembly or anything like that. Are you driving in circles? I swear that dude just passed on the highway. Anyway, so if you've ever worked on your throttle body assembly or anything like that in a car, where the butterfly valves are, you'll see that the ethanol gas makes a nasty, slimy, black, gooey. It's kind of like somebody took black slime that's really sticky and put it in there. It's nasty as crap. And that stuff gets all gummed up in your system and makes it idle rough and stuff like that. And you can put and I know this is off topic, but you can put, like, it's all witch's brew, okay? This crap, most of the stuff that's on the shelf in an auto parts store does not work, okay? Take the crap apart and fix it yourself. Stop putting junk in there and do it the right way. There are some things that'll work. I was hoping that, I didn't do a lot of research on it because I wanted an immediate fix. I had to get this done because I don't want to be sitting here driving this thing and then have it stall out on me or me get stuck on the side of the highway. I don't want to be stuck on the side of the highway. I hate people that park on the side of the highway and take their break, which I don't understand at all. And I really don't want to be one of them people getting stuck there. Too many people dying. But, I mean, if you've ever taken it apart, you know what I'm talking about. So, in an older car that runs, like in my Dodge, I don't put anything but straight gas. I don't put ethanol crap in there or anything like that. I refuse to put that after. It takes forever to clean that crap out, okay? And the other thing is, I didn't want to put just anything in there. I don't have a cleaner for it. That's why I said, the guy used a pipe cleaner. There's not a Dollar General. I don't even know where I can get pipe cleaners, okay? I don't see anybody smoking pipes nowadays. So unless I'm going to a pipe store, where the hell am I going to get a pipe cleaner at, right? I mean, we used to make, like, little Christmas ornaments out of pipe cleaners. Like, those would be the stick arms because you would just wrap them around. And unless you were in elementary school in the 70s, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Or if you had a crafty mother back in the day. But I didn't want to put just anything in there. I did what I could. So I used some hand sanitizer that has alcohol in it, and I hope to God that it doesn't cause any damage, because on your car, your idle air control valve, and there's another valve in there that has like a honeycomb pattern in it. You can only spray, like the throttle bodies, you can only spray, you can't use carb cleaner. And I don't know if it's a throttle body, but there's carb cleaner works great on just about everything. But there's super sensitive electronic devices on some of those things in there that you cannot use carb cleaner on that crap. You have to buy a specific throttle body cleaner or whatever it's called. Mass airflow valve, that's it. You have to use specific cleaners in there to actually get them to clean them up and get your engine running smoother. If you can't, and then if you can't, you got to take it in the shop. So I used hand sanitizer and dipped a Q-tip in it and cleaned around the edges and stuck it in a hole. And but it idled rough for a brief second when I stepped on the gas pedal, fuel pedal, on the throttle. It idled rough for a brief second, and then every time after that, the hesitation was gone. So I'm hoping I knocked it out of there, cleaned it out, whatever. I'm just hoping I didn't push any soot or any kind of filtered nonsense in further where it doesn't belong. So that's why I want to get a new one and install it. I'm going to put it on myself. Well, why take a shot? Why take a shot? It's already going to cost $100 for the part, and they're going to charge me 4 hours labor. Hello? There's a trailer right here, dude. He bumped my trailer. He backed into me. Shame on him. Anyway, so, well, nobody can steal our product now, can they? I hate this pilot. There's hardly any signal here. But I'm running my mouth again. It's been 21 minutes. So, yeah, you know, just keep up with the maintenance. Do your own if you can. Save you some money, unless it's under warranty, and get somebody else to do it, because, you know, certain things you touch when it's under warranty, and you voided the warranty. Kind of like the John Deere tractors. Talk to a farmer, he'll tell you what I'm talking about. They aren't allowed to touch their tractors, at least the new ones. It's some right to work clause crap, and they're trying to put that in the new cars. You will void every single warranty the minute you touch your car, or the minute you don't let a certified person touch your car, which is stupid. I want to work on my own car. I want to work on my own truck. I don't want to spend 2 days, 3 days on it. So, and overhead, I know nothing about these trucks really. I mean, it's just a bigger motor, but there's certain things. I don't have a Detroit computer or anything like that, so I can't like change an injector and then program it to get it to work properly. So, and that's what I've heard. I don't know if it's the whatever. Anyway, that's it for me, fellas. I'm gonna post a video later on. I don't know when. If I do my 34, I'll do my quarterly report and see what's going on and work it that way. But, you know, quarterly's looking good though. I mean, I've made, and it's going up. So the numbers that I give on my quarterly is skewed a little bit because I only worked 11 weeks. I'll probably repeat myself again saying that. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day, and I'll drop another video soon.